Alright guys, this is Evan with Flip and Customize, and today I'm going to show you how to do a charcoal canister delete. This is your charcoal canister. It basically just filters out fumes from your fuel tank. So if you don't plug off the hoses, I'm going to show you to plug off. It will smell like gas in your engine bay. So you got to make sure you plug the only tools you'll need is a pair of pliers and a 10 mil. And I think that's it. What you want to do is remove these two top hoses. So this one can come first. I don't know if you'll need the pliers, but I won't, because mine will just pop right off. And then there's one with a clip right there, so you gotta remove that clip. Move that up. Mine surprisingly slide off really well and very easily. We got that out of the way. Now you just want to lift up the charcoal canister. It just kind of slides out of this bracket right here. It might be a little difficult, so I'm gonna do this off camera, but it should just slide right out. So now, sorry about the background noise. There's a hose on the bottom, see that? All right, so it's actually, this is probably the hardest part, is getting that hose off. So I'm actually just gonna cut that hose. Is that one, to get the camera to focus, that one right down there, this one. Unless you plan on putting this back together at some point, it doesn't matter if you cut it, and even if you do, you can replace it. It's very easy. So I got that hose off. Now we gotta get this hose off. So this one, just gotta unclamp it from here. And then after that, we're going to connect this end to this. We're also going to save this hose, because we're going to use this hose to connect these two together. But next, we're going to want to get rid of this connector right here. This connector will come off with this bolt. You don't need any of this, and I'll show you what to do. So now we got this guy off. We're just going to unscrew it. Oop, don't drop that. Move this out of our way, and I'm just going to stick this back on here. Doesn't hurt to keep it and just leave it under the engine bay. Tighten it back up. Wow, that was impressive. Okay, there's a little rubber mount for it right there, if you can see that. So I just snugged it down on there. And now you can remove this electrical connector. Try to do this with one hand. You just pinch the side and pull it. All right, I'm gonna electrical tape this off, just so it's not, doesn't have a way of getting corroded or anything, and in case I want to reuse it, which probably not, but I'll do it just to show for the video. Once you've got that taped off, sort of, yeah, it doesn't look great, but I'm going to tuck it up under there just so it's out of the way. Leave that there, and now we're going to take the bracket for the canister off, and it's just two, if you can see down there, just two 10 mils. So once you take those off, the bracket should come right off. They might be a little. So now I got these guys off. I'm gonna set them right up here, and this bracket should be loose now. Now you just gotta get it out of there. Might have to take a little bit of movement to get it out of there. But actually, yeah, what you're gonna have to do is move your wiring harness, pull that back to get this out of here. I'll do that off camera. So I just put the nuts back on it, and I'm gonna put that off to the side with my charcoal canister. And now, see this hose right here? What you're going to want to do is take this hose, which goes around to the top of your manifold, is you're going to want to find a plug like this. So some say, let me get my keys, that in your trunk, there are some where your taillights are on these taillight bolts right here. Mine don't have them, so I have to go find a plug, but some cars might have the plugs that'll fit already on these studs. I'm not really sure why. Either side, mine doesn't have them at all, but if you can find some, that's great. If you can't, you're going to have to find something that'll work. So I happen to be fortunate and have plugs. I don't know if this will work. I hope it'll work. It's a little dirty in there, as you can see, but we're going to take this hose off now. Mine should be pretty easy since I just had the car apart, so yeah, that popped right out. And there's your solenoid. I'm also going to put that off to the side with my other stuff. And now, I don't know if this will fit. I'm kind of hoping it will. Maybe. Might have to find a bigger one here. Well. Oh. She's going on. Alright. So I'm going to get that on all the way. And so that's as far as it's going to go on for me. Once you got all that done, pretty much done. The only thing you got to do is take that hose and connect this vent to this vent. So I'll show you how to do that. What you're going to do is take this hose, trim it down to the right size you think would work. So I'm going to go probably this end and trim it down to like this bend-ish, probably a little bit before just in case. And then you want to take that clip and save those. There you go. You got your hose. It rerouted it. And that is the end of the charcoal canister delete. Freed up some space right there. Looks a little cleaner in your engine bay. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. This was Evan Flip and Customize, and see you on the next